I think one of the most important questions that a woman should ask a man is, who's your mentor? I think a lot of people unfortunately settle for superficial things. You settle for what a person does or how a person looks, and you forget that who you're really going to be with is the inner person, is the inner man of a person, is who that person really is. Just because a man or a person is good in his job, that doesn't mean they're going to be a good husband. Those are two different things. The position of a person doesn't determine the quality of a person they are. That is why I always talk about who is a person versus what a person does, because we're brought up in communities that overly focus on what a person does versus who a person is. And now people are living secret, miserable lives because they settled for what a person does and not who a person is. And on the outside, it looks well because people keep on saying, oh my goodness, you're having a good life. You're having a great life, you know, like your person does this, or you guys do this, or you live here, or whatever the case is, and you are inwardly alone because you have bought into the lie of the community that overly focuses on what a person does and not who a person is. Imagine what a different kind of community we'll have if we raise our kids with the question, who do you want to be? What kind of person do you want to be? Of course, it's important at some point in time for them to think about what is it that they want to do. But you see, what they want to do can change, will change. It depends. Most people don't end up doing what they studied. But who a person is a build up. It also improves and it changes, and it should change. But at least then when you look for people to surround you, be it friends or be it a long-term partner, then it's not what they do, it's who are they, because who they are is in direct proportion of the quality of a relationship you're going to have. That's the investment they're going to put into the relationship, not what they do, who they are. So be very careful to get involved with someone who honors another person, who looks up to someone else, who can say to you, look, I would like to be this caliber of a man. I would like to, because then you can look at the person and decide if you want to have that life or not. But if a person doesn't even have a mentor, hasn't even thought about a mentor, then you are signing up for unstable, I would say, future. Because if someone is not aiming at something, that is why it's dangerous to be with a man without a vision. And anything they hit could be their destination.